This is an expensive and delicious bottle of wine. At least, it was. Until I destroyed it. Opening a bottle of wine changes the chemistry of the wine inside so that it slowly but surely goes bad. But how long does it take for wine to go bad? And should we be worried? I left a bottle of wine open on my counter for 7 days to see how it changes. And I learned a secret on how to store open wines longer. But first, let's find out why wines go bad in the first place. Wine fundamentally is mostly water and alcohol. The remainder accounts for hundreds of aromatic compounds we smell in wine and the complex texture and tannins and richness that we taste. But these aroma compounds are super fragile, chemically speaking. As soon as you open a bottle of wine and expose it to oxygen, it starts a complex series of reactions. Oxygen helps wine taste better, but it also eventually causes it to go bad. Okay, today I opened this $100 bottle of Merlot, and boy does it smell delicious. I smell black cherries, chocolate cake, little vanilla, cedar box. Smells great. Tastes great. All right, my little bottle. I am very sorry for what I'm about to do. When you first open a bottle and decant it, it exposes the wine to a huge amount of oxygen. If you wait around 30 minutes, you'll notice the fruit aromas become richer and the tannins taste smoother. But just like how fruit becomes brown after you slice it, the same kind of thing happens with wine after you open it. The color and tannins polymerize and eventually turn brown. The acetaldehyde and acetic acid level increase through the oxidation of ethanol. But what we really want to know is this bad for me? Well, brown wine isn't bad for you, and acetic acid is just vinegar. Acetaldehyde, on the other hand, in high amounts will make you sick. It's what gives you a wine hangover when you drink too much. Fortunately, most table wines are below 75 milligrams per liter, and as long as you drink in moderation, you should be okay. So the real concern when you leave wine open for too long is that it becomes less yummy. This wine has been sitting on my counter for 7 days. This wine is the same wine, but I stored it differently. This doesn't smell like how I remember it. It's lost its fruit flavors and not as good as what it was when I first opened it. This actually smells pretty good. So what's the secret? How do you store open wine properly? The secret is to slow down the chemical reactions that cause wine to go bad. First, I removed exposure to oxygen. Second, storing the wine at lower temperatures slows the rate at which chemical reactions occur. Finally, keep it out of direct light. Sunshine and UV rays, even from fluorescent lights, have been shown to increase the rate at which bad chemical reactions occur. Here's some best practices on storing open wine. Red wines last about 3 to 5 days. White and rosé wines last about 5 to 7 days in the fridge with a cork. Sparkling wines lose their bubbles after about 1 to 3 days. And finally, dessert wines, if they're fortified, like port and sherry, can last up to 28 days in the fridge. If you buy a wine preserver or even use my Ziploc method, they'll last even longer. After learning all this, you might be wondering what kind of wines you really want to keep stocked up. Well, this next video covers the 5 types of wine in detail, so you're sure to know exactly what you like and what to do about it. So, what are you waiting for?